As we know, Brazilian blowout has been out of the country for a while. Who has been used Brazilian blowout in the past? Okay. And when was the last time you guys went to an education? Very, very, very long time ago. So the biggest favor that I ask everybody is coming with an empty glass today. If you're currently doing a different smoothing system, or you've been to a Brazilian blowout education, I want you to forget everything that you think you know, okay? Brazilian blowout has been upgraded over the years, and a lot has changed. And as we know as hairdressers, we tend to have bad habits. We tend to skim over instructions and kind of make it our own. I see the giggles under the mask because it's true. The results that we want to achieve today is not only the best results for the client's hair, but also the best experience. And I think that's something that was interesting yesterday, even doing our mini training with our educators and our sales force, that there's a lot of misconceptions about Brazilian blowout. Or there's things that people have just been dealing with. For example, smoke. There should never be smoke during a Brazilian blowout. You shouldn't have exhaust systems and fans and all that. That should not be needed with a Brazilian blowout. So if you've experienced that back in the day, rest assured you won't be experiencing it today. I implore you to follow our directions to the T and understand everything that we create as a company is designed by stylists for stylists. Pretty cool, right? Before we get started, I'm going to grab one of my educators. Jen, what do you guys? Yep, can we get them prepped? I'll explain the prepping process in a minute. Everybody got your before pictures? Yes, good. Take that with you. So, working with Brazilian blowout. Brazilian blowout is a fully customizable smoothing treatment. There is not just one way only to perform a Brazilian blowout. There's many different ways. This is what creates that high-end results, keeps your clients coming back to you. So we can keep the curl, drop it into a wave, or go straight with it. We can flatten the volume or amplify the volume. It is not just what we call in the States a one-trick pony. Or an amino acid-based smoothing system, not a keratin-based. This is crucial. Don't refer to it as a keratin treatment because it does so much more than a keratin treatment, and we don't use keratin proteins. Amino acids are a smaller molecular structure, thus it actually drives in deeper and repairs the natural protein layer of the hair versus adding proteins on top of proteins. Also, because we use such a small molecule size, we can manipulate the hair shaft. And that's how we're able to get the customization out of your Brazilian blowout. Keeping that curl, or dropping it to a wave, or go straight with it. It is done in under 80 minutes or less, with no processing time. In addition to that, it's lasting for 12 weeks at a minimum. Removes 100% of the frizz, cuts your blow drying time in half, locks in color, improves the overall health of the hair. You're getting a minimum of 34 applications out of a bottle. A minimum. In comparison to the current smoothing treatments that are on the market, you're getting about 10 to 15 applications, using anywhere from 60 to 120 mils per client. You have processing time. You also have what's called a waiting period, 24, 48, 72 hours before you can wash your hair. There is no downtime with Brazilian blowout. We rinse it out today, finish them off with our step-free ionic bonding spray, and they can resume their life like normal. Tie it up in a ponytail, put it up in a clip, go to the beach, go to the pool, go to the gym, do whatever you like. It's a very hard sell when you're dealing with certain smoothing systems that have that waiting period. So imagine I'm the stylist and you're the consumer. I want to do a keratin treatment, not Brazilian blowout on you, but for the next 3 days you can't tie it up in a ponytail, can't put it up in a clip, can't put glasses on your head. If you get it wet, you gotta re-blow dry, re-flat iron again. Can't absolutely do nothing with your hair. If you sleep on it in a weird way, you might get a kink in that, it'll last like that for the next 3 months. Do you want to get the service done? Kind of a hard sell, just a little bit. With Brazilian blowout, you have none of those limitations. I can do a Brazilian blowout today, finish them off with curls, waves, and up to it. Go right to the beach, go to the wedding, do whatever they like. Pretty cool, right? Now, other things that you find is, for example, when you're dealing with coppers and reds, you'll see that the current smoothing treatments that are on the market might disrupt the color. Might make your red go copper, make it go orange, fade out the color on you. Brazilian blowout will lock in the color. You don't want to take someone that's beautiful, icy, and gray, and then after they get a smoothing treatment, you're like, so you're yellow. I know you don't want to be yellow. The treatment I just did on you to try to make your hair better ruined your color though. Again, none of those issues with Brazilian blowout. Going into our first few steps, key part is always consultation. Consultation is the key to success. Figure out the direction that they want to go with their hair. Do they want to keep some body in movement? Do they want to drop their curl? Or do they want to keep their curl and just add more definition to it? You also want to understand their chemical history. Were you previously blonde and then you turned it back to a brown? I need to know the integrity of your hair so when we get to the flat ironing portion, I don't burn your hair. Make sense? After you figured out your direction, your consultation with your client, you're going to go into our first steps, which is what's happening with our model right now. Our ionic cleanser is a magnetically charged cleanser. Acts as a reverse magnet, removing all that dirt, product, and buildup instantly within one cleanse. Okay? Most of the time with some smoothing systems, you have to clarify them 3-4 times. This is one and done. We have high foaming agents that instantly emulsify, scrub up the hair. We designed it in a spray form so you don't waste it. A lot of the times when you pour shampoo in your hand, most of it drips down the drain. By putting it in a spray form, we can wet the hair, spray it exactly where we want it, start to emulsify it with our hands, and clean the hair without wasting any product. Now, if applying is excessively dirty, follow up with a second round of ionic cleanser. You want to make sure that the hair is squeaky clean. Most of the time, one suffices. But if you still have slip, product buildup on the hair, you can feel it on the hair, go for a second round. Think of the hair as a sponge, and you have these holes in your sponge. That's the porosity that we attach to. We fill in those holes with our amino acids, and then wrap a protective layer around the hair. If those holes are filled up with dirt, product buildup, nothing for our Brazilian blowout to attach to, so that's crucial. Also, even dealing with virgin hair, the cuticle lays very closed. That's where the ionic cleanser has to open up that cuticle, create some porosity for our Brazilian blowout to attach to. Does that make sense for everybody? If you're performing color, color can be done today. Follow immediately up with your Brazilian blowout. Only 1 round of ionic cleanser after a color service. If you're doing color after a Brazilian blowout, you have to wait 2 weeks. The cuticle is too locked down, and the color won't attach correctly. I always suggest doing any highlighting, lightening applications, or color applications pre-Brazilian blowout, as if you created any damage, the Brazilian blowout will fix it. Okay? But again, 2 weeks after a color service is when you want to perform, if you want to do any color applications after your Brazilian blowout. Does everybody understand that?
Yes.
Where's our lovely model?
2 weeks daw. 2 weeks daw. Nagbago siya. Remove belt up and just.
Measuring out our solution. You have to understand Brazilian blowout was designed by a salon owner. She created a very concentrated solution, so a little bit goes a very long way. Trust me, it is not a watered down solution like you might be used to. It is very concentrated. 7 to 15 mils is for short hair. 15 to 22 mils is for medium length hair. And 22 to 30 is for very long hair. It might not seem like a lot, but trust me, it spreads throughout the hair. Less is more. Typically when we do a Brazilian blowout, we have our glasses that act as a splash guard. Our model can wear her own, and we wear ours. Nice little branding. I feel like Clark Kent from Superman. It works. Now for time reasons, what we're going to do is we're going to do half the head, and then our educator is going to finish the other half at the end of the class. It'll be great for photos as well. You'll get a great side by side, and you won't be here for a very long time going over all our treatments and the whole entire treatment itself. Gonna section her out. Now don't worry about the hair being knotty. I actually like the knots in the hair, funny enough, because as soon as the solution hits the hair, it'll instantly act as a detangler and detangle the hair for me. That's how I know I put enough solution. So I almost use the knots to help me know that I put enough solution on the hair. It'll make sense in a second. There is no pre-drying with your Brazilian blowout. You need the water in the hair to make sure the solution spreads throughout the hair. I'll be turning her around in 1 minute, don't worry.
Yun nga yung pero isang
solution. Always shake your bottle of solution. This is crucial. Shake, 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 shake. I'm going to start off with about 7 mils, quarter of an ounce. If I need to go back for more, I go back for more. As we know as stylists, if we apply too much, if we have too much solution in the bowl, we tend to be heavier-handed and put the extra solution on. We want to be dusting the solution on the hair. Lightly dusting is crucial. Do not saturate the solution. A little bit goes a long way. We're going into nice small sections. about 1 to 2 centimeters. Go into, where's the marker? This is what we don't want to see. We don't want to see any white residue on the comb. We're going to apply the solution off root, flip it around, comb it through. As you see, that solution instantly detangled the whole entire section. No white residue on the comb. Take down the next section. Now, if you do have any white residue on the comb, just marry the 2 sections together. I'm pushing the bristles through the hair. Flipping it around, combing it through. Again, no white residue on the comb. Never have any white residue on the comb. And you know you put enough solution because the hair is detangling on you as you apply it. If she was very long and I went to apply the solution and I went to comb it through, it might stop in the mid shaft. That means there's enough solution from root mid, not enough solution from mid ends. Go for another swipe to the ends. You notice I just towel dried the hair. I did not pre-dry it at all. I need the water in the hair. If I was working on very textured hair, I might have taken a water bottle and respray her back down if she was drying out too quickly. You see how quick this application is? Again, I'm pushing the bristles of the comb into the hair. Off scalp, but I'm combing up. So I'm not applying it like a root touch-up. We don't want to get the solution on the roots. It'll try to attach to the root, the scalp, and you might have flakes. When we get to the front, we're going to be doing vertical back sections. I'm still on my 7 mils. I have not gone back for more. Swipe the solution through. Look how easy the hair just detangles. So don't worry that it's snotty. The solution will detangle for you. Going into my next section. Again, keeping vertical back. Splitting up into 2. So if 7 mils was half the head, that means about 14 to 15 mils would be the whole head. Think about how little solution, how cheap your cost per application would be. In comparisons to other smoothing systems that you have to dry the hair 100%. Apply all the solution on dry hair. Think about how much solution you're using with your other products in comparisons to Brazilian Blowout. You're using so much less. You're saving so much money. Getting into our last few sections. Combing everything through. No residue on my comb. Funny enough is I still have some solution left in my measuring cup. Again, I only measured out 7 mils. That was for half the head. That's how truly little product you need with a Brazilian Blowout. Less is more. Let's go into the next slide. been with Brazilian Blowout for 12 years. Okay, so I need everybody to focus. Been with Brazilian Blowout for 12 years. The biggest issue in the salon, the biggest complaint that we get in the salon is for stylists not doing a proper blow dry. So if you take anything in today, and something that I want you to stick to is proper blow dry. You must keep 5 centimeters away from your blow dryer and brush. Okay? Medium heat setting on your blow dryer. And use a non-heat conducting brush, like a wooden or bristle brush. No metal or ceramic during a Brazilian blowout treatment. Afterwards, you can use whatever you want. We're going to rough dry the hair 50% and then go into our round brushing. I cannot stress this enough. 5 centimeters away, non-heat conducting brush, medium heat. If you see smoke, your blow dryer is too close or too hot, or you're using the wrong brush, you should never see smoke during the step. If your client has a little sensitivity during the blow drying, you can have them close their eyes until we're done blow drying. So we're going to rough dry 50%, then go into our round brushing. Now the retail products that she's going to be going home with is either our anti-frizz shampoo and conditioner or our volume shampoo and conditioner with the ionic bonding spray. All of our products are sulfate-free, sodium chloride-free, gluten-free, paraben-free, not tested on animals, vegan. All have our smoothing ingredients and are universal. Anybody can utilize our Brazilian Blowout aftercare products to benefit their hair, even if they don't have a Brazilian blowout. So for her, if she wanted to keep more volume at home, I would send volume shampoo and conditioner with our ionic bombing spray, our final step in the retail size. If she wanted more flatter, straighter results, she would go home with anti-frizz shampoo and conditioner and our ionic bombing spray. We also have styling products that amplify the results of the treatment. Can we go to the slides, guys? There we go. So the top 2 shampoos and conditioners are our anti-frizz and volume shampoo and conditioner. Our anti-aging has not gone into the Philippines yet. And then the bottom products, you have the ionic bonding spray in retail size. That's to keep the life of your Brazilian blowout. It almost acts as a shield, protecting your Brazilian blowout at home. Then you have our straightening balm, smoothing serum, and dry oil. Straightening balm is our strongest blow drying product. It has a temporary relaxing agent to keep the hair straight and 100% humidity resistant. Then you have our smoothing serum, which is more of a white cream-like consistency. That's more for your middle of the road, for clients who still want body and movement to their hair. It is also a great product to protect against salt water and chlorine. Any clients that go into salt water, like the beach or the pool, you want them to use daily smoothing serum first, put it in their hair when their hair is wet. Then it'll protect underwater. Throw it in their beach bag. When they come out of the water, they reapply more daily smoothing serum. Then you have our dry oil. Our dry oil has a low molecular weight, absorbs throughout the hair, and repairs throughout the day. Then our last two products is our instant volume thermal root lift. For any clients that want a lot of volume, that have fairly thin hair with a Brazilian blowout, instant volume thermal root lift is a great styler for them to go home with to keep that body and volume in the hair. And then finally, deep conditioning mask. It comes in a back bar size and a retail size for any clients that wash their hair very frequently, go to the gym a lot, wash their hair daily. They would use the mask once a week. It has the highest concentration of our smoothing ingredients. Also, after a color service, to replenish any of the Brazilian blowout that has been lost after a color service, use the deep conditioning mask for 5 to 10 minutes. It will replace any of those lost amino acids or smoothing ingredients. It's a very small retail collection that all has individual purposes on amplifying the results of your Brazilian blowout or giving Brazilian blowout-like results to clients. Clients absolutely love it even if they don't have a Brazilian blowout because they can get the feel of what it's like just by using the products. You guys notice I'm keeping my distance. Nice strong tension, but I'm still keeping movement in the hair. You notice no smoke at all. That's how it should be for everybody. You should be able to do a client right here and my Brazilian blowout not affect you. With the current smoothing treatments that are on the market, they typically affect other clients. Clients walking away, doors going open, windows going open, fans. It's not a really high-end experience. I went to some salons in the Philippines a few years ago. They had a separate room for just Brazilian blowouts. It was crazy to me. Why would you have a separate room? Just do the treatment correctly. Imagine what the client's thinking though. I always think about the client. Imagine if there's an engulfing amount of smoke above their head. Their mascara dripping down their eyes. Clients moving away from them. Doors going open, windows going open, fan going on. And she's like, you're doing this on me? This doesn't feel very high-end right now. I'm more scared than anything. I don't care how good you did her hair. She goes on the weekends, goes sees her friends at a bar. Oh, your hair looks so smooth and straight. If you only knew what I dealt with for 2 hours in the salon to get this. You're not going to get any referrals. You're not going to have any retention. She's not going to be like, oh, I want to sit there for 2 hours and have mascara drip down my face. Can I book an appointment? No. So as much as you might maybe save 5 minutes from putting your blow dryer really close, what you're hurting is all your referrals, all your retention, clients coming back. So just do the treatment correctly. You got no issues. And that's why my initial question today was, when's the last time you went to a class? Because most of the time, some of you coming from another smoothing treatment, you're like, oh, I can do smoothing treatments. I've been doing keratin for a year. I can do a Brazilian, I can do a Brazilian blowout. You've been doing keratin treatments. You haven't done a Brazilian blowout. As you can see, it's already a big difference. We're applying to wet hair, not dry hair. There's no processing time. Keratin treatments have a 30 to 60 minute processing time. Got none of that with this. Can we all agree it's a lot different than what you thought? Right? Don't worry, we have a lot of education constantly happening for the rest of the year and into the new year. So we'll make sure everybody's doing it correctly. And you see the smoke? I got too close. Back up your blow dryer. My first one or two, 10 years ago, or I should say 12 years ago, it was so hard. I would be talking and my blow dryer would naturally go right into the hair. So, damn it, it's a hard habit to break. You just gotta get used to keeping your distance from your blow dryer, the medium heat. And using a non-heat conducting brush. Now if we take a look at the hair, it's not greasy. It's not heavy. It doesn't feel like there's a bottle of oil on their head. That's crucial. When you're thinking of these other smoothing treatments, it looks like you poured a bottle of oil on their head. It's so heavy. Where you would almost be scared to do it with someone with thin hair. With Brazilian blowout, because it's so lightweight, I could do it on anybody. Thinner hair, thicker hair, curly hair, not curly hair. If you want to cut your blow drying time in half, improve the health of your hair, remove 100% of the frizz, wash and go and have beautiful hair, a Brazilian blowout's for you. Think of a Brazilian blowout as sealing in that beautiful salon blowout that you get in the salon for 12 weeks. How many times have your clients had said, I wish I could hire you so you can blow dry my hair every day. You do it so well, I wish you can come to my house every day and blow dry my hair. Because you make it look so pretty. That's what a Brazilian blowout is essentially doing. It's giving them their own stylist at home. Making that hair manageable so they can style it themselves. Our model yesterday, funny enough, she took 2 hours, an hour and a half to 2 hours every morning to blow dry her hair. Do you know how life-changing that is to get that hours back in your morning? And it never lasted her. She's like, I go into Filipino weather, the humidity, the rain, everything, my hair just grows throughout the day. I wasted 2 hours in the morning and I look like a fluffy, straight mess. Now you don't have to worry about that. She spends maybe 10, 15 minutes. We timed it yesterday, funny enough. I dried her hair in 5 minutes. I kid you not, we had a stopwatch. 5 minutes. And then maybe another 5 minutes just to style and bend out the ends. 10 minutes in total, the hair is dry. Going into our flat ironing, this is where the customization comes into play. Can we go back into our slides? Clicker. Okay. This is how you customize your Brazilian blowout. Your section sizes, anywhere from 1 to 4 centimeters. That changes the volume in the hair. Smaller sections when you're flat ironing, more volume for flatter results. Larger sections, more volume. The tension, that's the direction and the pressure you're using during the flat ironing. So if I'm using high tension, flat ironing everything straight down, I'm going to stretch out that curl. It's going to give me the straightest results. Medium tension, more towards my chest. It's going to keep a little body, a little movement. And loose tension, everything up and over directing at the root. Going to keep the most volume and curl. Going into amount of passes. This is what's manipulating the curl pattern and sealing the treatment in. At minimum, with Brazilian Blowout Original, it is 4 to 5 passes on the flat iron. That keeps all the natural texture and curl. 7 passes drops that curl into a wave. Typically around 30 to 40% curl reduction. 10 and above passes goes for straighter. That's typically 70 to 80% curl reduction. We never want it 100% straight because it doesn't look natural. You won't have a bend in it anymore. Clients that have naturally straight hair, you could still flip them out, bend them, have movement to it. You never want it 100% straight. Temperature, 190 to 200 is for thin, fine, fragile, overprocessed, damaged hair. Thin, fine, fragile, overprocessed, damaged hair. 190 Celsius to 200 Celsius. 200 to 230 is for virgin, coarse, thick, dense hair. 200 to 230, virgin, coarse, dense, thick hair. Think of 200 to 230 as 30-40 volume. Think of 190 to 200 as 10 and 20 volume bleach. If they can't handle 40 volume bleach or 30 volume bleach, they can't handle 200 or 230. Make sense for everybody? You will see steam during the flat ironing. This is steam, not smoke. This is normal. For her, I'm going into about 200 on the flat iron to 210. And we're going to go about 6 times, 7 times. She doesn't have a lot of curl, so I don't want to remove too much of it. On your 4th to 5th pass, you should see the shine kick into the hair. That's how you know you're activating your Brazilian blowout. If it still looks very matte and dull, the temperature is not hot enough. You should always see the shine by the 4th to 5th pass. You activated your Brazilian blowout. If you don't see shine, the heat's too low. Kick it up an extra 10 to 20 degrees. Now, on the other side of that, if you start to see color slip out, your reds go copper, your blondes go yellow on you, your flat iron's 10 to 20 degrees too hot, you're burning the color out of the hair, bring your flat iron temperature lower. You should never see the color change. If you see the color change, your flat iron temperature is too hot. See, I'm on my 4th pass. The shine kicked up in the hair. I'm at the right temperature. Nice and easy. I'm taking about 2 centimeter sections. Going more towards my chest. I don't want her too flat. I want to still keep a little body in the hair. Again, it looks shiny, not greasy, and that's crucial. Any questions thus far? Questions? Anybody? Don't be scared, you can ask questions. You can ask the question. What's the question?
Miss Gina from Gina's Touch.
What was the question?
What's your question?
Hello.
Mhm.
How often can they have personal blowout? As in, is it every 3 months? How
And
often?
so they can get it as every 2 weeks if they want to. If they wanted to, it'll be a waste. Why do you need it every 2 weeks? But at least 2 weeks between it. So for example, if I did a Brazilian blowout and I left too much curl in their hair, and I didn't go give a good consultation, I didn't do enough passes, I would have her come in 2 weeks later, I'll do another Brazilian blowout, add more passes to make it straighter. But typically you only have to do it like that if you didn't do a good consultation and you didn't flat iron it enough. That's why consultation is crucial. Because we're not protein-based, you never have a risk of over-proteinizing.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
So, just a follow-up question for my question. So, how long did it take, how long does this good result last?
Lasts for 12 weeks, 3 months.
12 weeks.
That's a person that washes their hair every other day.
Okay, thank you.
Okay? So think about that. For some people, that's like 6 months. So, you will always find people will always say the Brazilian blowout lasts a different amount of times. The minimum is 3 months. But a client that says, my Brazilian blowout lasted me 5 months. She's more of like a once a week kind of client that washed her hair. You already know she doesn't wash her hair that frequently. Now, if it just lasts 3 months, if it just lasts the 3 months, you know they wash their hair more frequently. So we under-promise and over-deliver. I'd rather say 3 months and you get 5 months.
Follow up on his question.
Sure.
So you said it's 3 months, right?
12 weeks, yes.
Yeah. So is it with proper home care?
Aftercare, correct.
With shampoo, conditioner, the mask, and everything?
No, not massive. The 3 main products is shampoo, conditioner, bonding spray.
Okay.
Yes. Can someone grab me the bonding spray in the front? Thank you. So these are the 3 products. They're either going home with the anti-frizz shampoo, conditioner, bonding spray, or the volume shampoo, conditioner, bonding spray. All the other products are just amplifiers. They're not necessary.
Okay, another question. Some clients get scared when they see flat iron. So can you do it without flat iron?
No. You need the heat to wrap it around the hair.
That's good.
What are they scared about the flat iron?
And one more thing, when we wash it,
Wait,
our hair.
you didn't answer my question. What are they scared of from the flat iron? Why are they scared of the flat iron? You said some clients are scared of the flat iron. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
They don't exist.
I'm just asking, what are they scared of?
I don't know.
You didn't ask them.
They don't want.
But why?
I don't know. They don't want. They don't want.
Next time, ask them, why don't you want the flat iron?
They said.
Are they scared of the damage? That because it's high heat on the hair?
That happened yesterday. She don't want.
Okay. So what you explain to them is Brazilian blowout is sealed in by a flat iron. The Brazilian blowout layer protects the hair from the heat. So it's not just the flat iron on raw hair. You have that Brazilian blowout layer in the middle protecting it from the heat. So that should make them more happy. What's the next question?
Can we wash the hair the next day?
You could wash it directly after if you wanted to. So as long as you rinse it out and put the bonding spray in and do the final blow dry to seal the bonding spray in, she can go to the gym, my hair really sweaty now, and wash her hair directly after. There's no waiting period to wash the hair at all. Once she walks out of the salon, whatever she wants to do. Okay. Literally anything.
Nice.
Yeah. Next question?
Thomas?
Yes.
We have a question. It is regarding the formaldehyde
Okay.
that is bothering salon to salon. And
Okay.
how are they going to explain it very
Okay.
clearly to understand them with regards to that certain word, the formaldehyde?
Okay. Question for everybody. Does anybody know what formaldehyde is? Is Ed? Crickets? Who knows what formaldehyde is? The formaldehyde is for dead people? That's embalming fluid. There's formaldehyde part of it, yeah. You guys want a fun thing to do? Everybody take out your phones. Everybody take out your phones. I want everybody to do this. You should be able to, you can't look up something. I want everybody to Google this. Do it right now. What fruit produces the most formaldehyde? Look it up. What fruit produces the most formaldehyde? First thing that comes up into Google. What did it come up? Bananas and what else? And apples. Are you going to stop eating bananas and apples?
No.
No. Is your clients going to stop eating bananas and apples? No. Formaldehyde is a natural occurring preservative. Okay? It is only when it's in an abundant amount, a lot of it, does it start posing an issue. Okay? Do you know how many bananas and apples you need to eat to get an abundant amount of formaldehyde? A bunch. Now, formaldehyde is also a gas. Remember how I was really adamant to do the proper blow drying? So you don't convert our liquid solution into a gas. It's when you don't do it correctly, put a bunch of product on the hair, hit it with high heat with the blow dryer, you're converting it from its liquid state into its gaseous state. But how is that Brazilian blowout's fault? Think about it. Would you get mad at Tylenol if you ended up in the hospital because you took 25 Tylenol? When Tylenol told you take 2 to get rid of your headache, would you get mad at your stove company because you put your hand on the flame and you burnt yourself? No, the stove company would be like, you burnt yourself. You put your hand on your flame. That's not how you use a stove. You know? If you take NyQuil or Robitussin or something like that because you have a cold, and it says don't exceed 2 tablespoons, and you drink the whole bottle, you're going to blame NyQuil? No. So as long as you perform Brazilian blowout correctly and utilizing manufacturer guidelines, it poses no issue to the client or the stylist. Best thing about it for you guys today is you're freshly certified. Everybody will be leaving with a signed certificate and explaining to your clients, I'm certified in Brazilian blowout, I know how to perform it correctly, it's not going to pose any issue to you or me. Nice and easy. All else fails, tell them to Google what fruits produce formaldehyde. Everybody starts to laugh. It calms the whole situation down. Because formaldehyde is everywhere. Make sense? Good. We're getting into our final steps of our Brazilian blowout.
Sir Thomas?
Sure.
Another question. Are all stylists required to wear eyeglasses?
We suggest to wear eyeglasses as that's part of our manufacturer guidelines. Unbeknownst to you guys, if you read your color companies, most of their safety data sheets to even perform color, they suggest glasses. It is your choice to follow it or not. But we are just more adamant with our instructions. We like to be very detailed. But look at your color companies. It'll say in their safety data sheets, anytime you perform a color application, wear glasses. Are you putting glasses on every client when you do color? No. However, this is how we perform our Brazilian blowouts because we're still a chemical at the end of the day. So we'd rather tell you everything than not. Make sense? Okay. You want to get a rinse for me? We're going to rinse till the water goes clear. Apply our final step, which is ionic bombing spray. Let's take a 5-minute recess. When we come back, we're going to go over express, split end, and see the final results. So 5-minute recess, guys. Bring it back.
Okay, please return to your seats. We'll restart. You may bring your food and drinks to your seat.
All Alright, we're gonna go into our final step, which is ionic bonding spray. Let's pop back into the slide really quick. There we go. You always want to shake your bottle of ionic bonding spray.
Or, hindi, pero may option
Comes in two
din.
different sizes.
It's depends.
You have our back bar size and our retail size. The client should always go home with the retail size. It locks in week 1 results of your Brazilian blowout up to 10 weeks. So it looks day 1 fresh every single time they wash their hair. And then the last 2 weeks is when it starts to fade out.
Iconic ba? Iba din. Iconic.
Spray the ionic bonding spray in.
Iconic band.
Then we're gonna
A unique.
comb the bonding spray in. Now at this point, I can blow dry any which way that I want. I can use a ceramic brush, a metal brush, curl her, wave her, whatever I want to do. But I want someone to take out their phone and do a stopwatch for me. Tell me when you're ready. Let's see how long it takes me to blow dry this section. You guys ready? Ready, go. Remember, the Brazilian blowout is doing all the work for you. You don't have to worry about the frizz anymore. You don't have to worry about any of that. All the moisture is locked in, so the hair is not trying to hold on to it because it has all the moisture.
Kita mo agad, no?
Always my first time client, I do a finger dry. It creates the wow factor. They're like, oh my God, I've never been able to blow dry my hair with just my fingers. Now I see why I'm spending the money for a Brazilian blowout. Again, you can use direct heat, you can use high heat, you can do whatever you want. We just rinsed till the water went clear. Apply the ionic bonding spray and blow dry the ionic bonding spray into the hair.
May depende. Pero para din siyang process sa panggagamit. Pag gusto mo magagawa, check yung kapagay. Pwede yung ganawa, pwede hindi. Kaya ngayon dinagawa to show daw na kaya nakapag banda. Sure ka na, mayroon ka ganun. Ayun yung bandits. Blower pala.
What's the time? 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Not bad, right? Now, if I wanted to add a little shape to it, I can take any brush that I want. I don't even have to section the hair out.
Pag may mitang awa, sa medyo dapat medyo kahol lang, woody.
Imagine if you were the consumer, and in 5 minutes or less, you could blow dry your hair. Pretty cool, right? It gets better. Hold on. Now, another big issue that we find with other smoothing treatments is it doesn't hold on to curl. They feel like it's too heavy. I can't put a curl into the hair. Let's put some curls in.
Pwede yung black and but it's a good.
I like some nice, easy flat iron curls.
Kaya nga, choice sa takaya. Ang gusto na.
Take nice big sections.
Bilisan niya. Katulad sa ibang Brazilian na, pag ng-Brazilian na, tapos pag iganyan mo, parang ang hirap na, parang hindi na siya masyado sumusunod na ako.
Imagine if I'm trying to do a Brazilian blot, she's like, I want to go out tonight. I have a date tonight. Okay, no problem. Let's throw some curls in. No limitations.
May sabihin pwede daw sa pwede mo pag isang gabi niya, maglumla siya ng gabi. With that spray, yun lang yung spray ginamit niya. Kaya lang iba-iba kasi pala. May anti-fresh, may volume. Ang siyang
If we finish the look with curls, it will not lessen the straightness.
Nope. Well, not at all. That's what I love about Brazilian blot and how versatile it is. I can achieve any look that I want, and just washing it, I can restart back over, blow dry it in 2 seconds with no problem. So let's see this other side really quick. I'm a little scared of this side.
Uwi ka na talaga. Bakit talaga sa bahay pa natin.
Yung pala, pero kung hindi na makiramdam ng yung ginamit. Saka doon matingin kung mga tao, alam mo, something kung siya, parang kan-afford ka. May mga optional.
Let's go here. Here. Let's take a quick look. Bring out these curls. Remember, this is no styling products, no nothing. What do you guys think? Alright. Get up nice and close, take some pictures. Look how her color pops so much more. Her highlight pops so much more. Right? And you see it more now.
Okay, we invite everyone to take a photo of the after.
Pasahan mo na lang, pasahan mo na.
So you can also use the photos on your social media page. We'll take time for you guys to capture the before and after.
Problema natin. Ito, not necessarily hindi, pag ano naman, kalahati na lang. Ito pang talaga
We're gonna have one of our educators finish her off.
Yes.
No, we're just gonna let her leave like this. Put a Brazilian Blowout t-shirt with flyers in the street. And be like, you want this?
Thomas, we have 2 more questions.
Any questions you like?
Yeah. They want to know, is it safe for pregnant and lactating mom?
Sure.
Second is, how old are we, and how can we do a Brazilian blowout?
Yep.
And the third is, sorry.
Wait, hold on. I have ADD.
Okay, Sorry.
I'll forget the first question by the time I get to the third.
Okay.
First question. Can you do it on pregnant and nursing? In the United States, you have to test it on 50 pregnant women on every trimester. Okay? That's why even down to your body soap, it does not say safe for pregnant women. Your dish detergent, your conditioner, it never says safe for pregnant women. Because 50 pregnant women would have to get tested every single trimester, every 3 months during the pregnancy. No company has ever said that. Down to your color, your bleach, shampoo, conditioner, body soap, we don't have the testing to show it. And honestly, as a representative of our company, we don't think it's fair to do that. As we know, every single pregnancy is completely different. Okay? I know one of my sisters liked Haagen-Dazs every day, and the other one was sick from ice cream every day. And it changes with every pregnancy. So we just don't have the formal testing. I know that some salon owners would ask them to get a doctor's note to allow the doctor to make the decision if they can get it done. Typically, doctors in the States would say after the 3rd trimester, when you get towards the final, you can get it done, but always leave it at the doctor's discretion, not you. Always get the approval from the doctor. Second question, hair stops maturing at the age of 13, okay? So understand 13 years, anything younger than 13, the hair's still maturing, still getting where it should be. I wouldn't do anything before the age of 13. Anything over the age of 13, still get parental consent. It is still considered a chemical service. I'm Spanish and Italian. Me personally, my nieces all have very curly, thick hair. So I do Brazilian blowout on them. I've been doing Brazilian blowouts on them for years. I started at 13, and every single few months, they come in, I bang them all out in one day, and that's how they do it. Because kids are cruel today. So if you don't have pretty hair, they kind of make it known. But I would definitely leave it at the consent of the parent. At 18, obviously, do whatever you want. Make sense? What was your third question?
Sorry, my third
It's okay.
question is regarding, can we say now, because some of the salons are using the word straight from the Brazilian blowout.
So, understand that when you say something, when you call us a straightener, think about how many clients want straight hair. Really, truly think about that. Because I'm seeing everybody here today with longer hair has some form of body, some form of bend, some form of movement in it. They want to finish off with curls, waves, something. They don't want it dead straight. That's not where the trends are anymore. Okay? So calling it a straightener, you're limiting yourself to maybe 40 to 50% of the Filipino market that want maybe straight hair. Everybody else still wants some body, still wants some movement in their hair. So you're better off calling it a smoothing treatment that's customizable, that's sealing in that beautiful salon style for the next 12 weeks. So if you want to keep your hair curly, we can do it. If you want to drop it into a wave, we could do it. If you want to go straighter, we could do that too as well. Why limit you just to the straight category when it's so much more than just making the hair straight? I can still keep the body, I can still keep the movement, I can still keep the curl. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, you'll see a bunch of before and afters that I've done with Brazilian Blowout, as well as other work that I've done. My Instagram is Thomas, Thomas, Thomas dot Everett, Everett, Thomas dot Everett, Everett, Thomas dot OMAS dot Everett, Everett. There you go. Follow for follow. I'll follow back. Don't worry. Do you want me to repeat it again? Everybody got it? As you scroll towards the bottom of my page, you'll see a bunch of Brazilian blowout before and afters. You'll see some that I've done with curly hair, where I've done a Brazilian blowout to amplify the curl to make their curl look prettier. So when I truly mean a Brazilian blowout is for all hair types, it truly is for all hair types. Now going into Brazilian Blowout Express. Brazilian Blowout Express was designed for the client that can't afford the full-blown Brazilian blowout. Okay? This is not to compete with your Brazilian blowout service. This is to compete with your standard blow dry. A standard blow dry in the salon is the most wasted service. I spend 45 minutes to blow dry your hair. The next time you wash your hair is back to normal. You just wasted 400 or 500 pesos. For what? If not more. When you're going into Express, lasting for 4 to 6 weeks, maybe double a standard salon blow dry, but you get to experience the Brazilian blowout results for the next 4 to 6 weeks. So I market it as standard blow dry in my salon, premium blow dry with Brazilian Blowout Express, luxury blow dry with Brazilian Blowout Original. When you go to the nail salon, do they offer just one manicure? No. Or one pedicure? No. They have different options. Spa pedicure, spa manicure, gel, acrylic tips, so on and so forth. Why can't we use that same business menu model in our salon? Why do you want to offer just one blow dry when you can offer a few different blow dries? You want to downplay a standard blow dry because it's a waste of time and money. I just spent hours on doing balayage in your hair, and I finish you off with a standard blow dry. I know for a fact you're never going to make it look as good as I did today. You ever see that client 2-3 weeks later and they have a ponytail or a top knot or a bun, and you're like, I get to see none of my work. Why aren't you showcasing my work? Oh, I didn't have time to blow dry it. Or I could never blow dry it as good as you do it. So you don't see the cut, you don't see anything. But going into a Brazilian Blowout Express, which is only double the cost of a standard blow dry, double and a half around there, you can get 4 to 6 weeks of that beautiful salon blow dry feel in your hair. And it's a great stepping stone. They love the results of the Express. How do I get this to last longer? You go into the full-blown Brazilian Blowout Original. Or they maybe just can't afford for a Brazilian Blowout Original. But every time they come in for a touch-up every 4 to 6 weeks to do their roots, they're like, oh, do the Express on me. I can afford that. You need to have that affordable option. Not everybody can afford a Brazilian blowout, but we want everybody to feel like they can. And that's where the Express comes into play. Make sense? Yeah. Express is different. It looks the same at the end, but the steps are different. So we're gonna dive into that. You get 60 applications out of our bottle, lasts for 4 to 6 weeks. It cleanses and smooths in one step. You don't have to pre-shampoo them. It has the shampoo in the bottle, okay? As long as the hair's not very dirty, so they washed it within the past 1 to 2 days, you would spray them down with a water bottle. 50% wet, 50% dry. If they're very dirty, then you would have to pre-shampoo them, dry them down 50%. You're gonna shake your bottle of our Express solution. 7 to 15 mils is short, medium hair. 15 to 22 mils is medium to long hair. You actually need less solution with Express than original. Because it has the built-in shampoo, it spreads more throughout the hair as you apply it. Okay. You're going to be applying it in large 5 centimeter sections, big sections when you're doing your application, not small. So I spray them down 50%, apply the solution in big sections. You should see it suds like shampoo on the hair. That's how you know the Express is activating. If the hair is too dirty, you won't see the suds. That means stop, go pre-shampoo them. Any client that books in for Express, I always tell them to come in with clean hair. Don't come in with dirty hair. So you spray them down, big sections, 50% wet, 50% dry. Apply the solution, big sections. You should see it suds as you apply it. Almost like a soap bubbling up. After you're done applying it, you're going to be blow drying into the hair. You can use a metal or ceramic brush with Express. Because we changed the conditioner base of original and moved it into a shampoo base, it burns off differently. But you still want to keep your 5 centimeters away and medium heat. But you can use a ceramic or metal brush with Express. So after I'm done applying, I'm going to rough dry the hair most of the way, do a quick round brush. Again, it's an Express service, so be quick about it. You're not being detailed. You're giving them a taste of a Brazilian blowout to make them come back for more. Understand? After the hair is dried, you go into the flat ironing. The passes are different. It's 3 to 8 passes. 3 passes keeps more texture and movement, 8 passes go straighter. You have some room for customization, not a lot. You want this to be done in under an hour. So if you're being too detailed and you're going above an hour, you're getting in original territory. They're not spending Brazilian Blowout original prices. Don't be that detailed. Again, this is to give them a taste of it. Still the same temperatures, 190 to 230. And you're going in 4 centimeter sections, about 1.5 inches, keeping your sections fairly large. After you've done flat ironing, you will rinse out just the same with the ionic bonding spray. Rinse till the water goes clear, the shampoo that's built into it goes down the drain, leaves behind the treatment. Then you spray in the bonding spray to finish off the treatment and do that final blow dry. As you see, that final blow dry maybe takes 5 to 6 minutes at most. So the whole treatment I typically do in Express in about 45 minutes. We advertise it's a 60-minute service, but as you guys can see, Brazilian Blowout is super quick. Express is even quicker. Got it? Questions on Express before we move on to split end correction? Questions? Bueller?
Clear. It's clear.
Clear? I hope so. Split end correction. This is a quick, easy service in the salon to mend, bind, and seal down damaged, broken ends for the next 4 weeks. I call it the no-cut haircut. No-cut haircut. It sounds weird, right? It's like, how are you going to cut my hair but not cut it? Because this gives the appearance of a haircut without cutting your hair. We utilize red seaweed algae and thermal marine bonding to fuse the damaged ends back together. Inside there, we have a bioreparative complex that infuses the hair with amino acids, constantly repairing the hair for the next 4 weeks while the ends are fused back together. Almost think like a net-like effect on the ends and holding them together. Super easy service to perform. You're getting 45 to 50 applications out of your bottle of split end. About 7 mils is per application for the damaged ends. Shampoo the hair, no conditioner. You don't need to use ionic cleanser. You can use whatever shampoo at the back bar. No conditioner. Applied in large 5 centimeter sections. On the bottom 5 to 7 centimeters of damage. So look for where the hair splits out and almost tree branches. That's where you want to start your application down from there. Big sections, apply it, comb it through. Blow dry it into the hair, similar to doing a Brazilian blowout. Keep your distance so you don't burn off the product. Medium heat. Flat ironing. You're flat ironing in large 5 centimeter sections. 2-3 passes. 190, 193 on the flat iron. No hotter. You don't want to go any hotter than 190, 193 on the flat iron. Okay? You're literally just tapping out the ends. You'll see those ends fuse together, and you're done. You do not rinse out split end correction. The treatment is complete. It is the quickest service to perform, that it gets instant gratification. And we know clients are trying to grow out their hair, don't want to cut their hair. This is the service for them. Because that split end will keep unraveling up further up the hair, and the hair will keep snapping and breaking off. So this keeps the hair from doing that and sealing it down. Also great as a cutting lotion. Apply it to the hair, then perform your haircut. It'll stop blade friction. That's using a razor or texturizing shears. And sometimes you fray out the ends too much where they split. This stops the ends from fraying and splitting on you, so still having that texture, but they're sealed. Make sense? That is pretty much, in a nutshell, of everything that we have to offer. We will have in the first quarter of next year our Brazilian Blowout Rewind, which is an anti-aging treatment. As of right now, we have our Brazilian Blowout Original, Express, and our split end correction. Where is Angela? Angela. Before we go into promotions, any final questions on Brazilian Blowout Original, Express, or split end correction? Question?
Frequency for the split ends, correct?
Every 4 weeks.
Every 4 weeks.
Or 10 to 12 shampoos. Every 4 weeks or 10 to 12 shampoos. Questions, guys, on Brazilian Blowout Original, Express, or split end? No? We're going to pull Angela up right now. We're going to go over our promotions that we have today. She's going to get the promotions. Give her a second. Again, like we said it in the beginning of today's class, that these promotions are a first come, first served basis. So if you think about it too long, you will end up on the bottom of the list, and you might have to wait for the next order to get allocated product. So, completely up to you, but you saw the results today, and they look pretty amazing. Just waiting on Angela. Miss Angela. Brazilian Blend Small Intro for 38,600 pesos. It includes the 12 ounce of the original solution, the ionic cleanser, the ionic bonding spray. So keep in mind, this is the small solution, not the liter. It's the 350 mil? 350, right? Yeah. Then you're walking away with 3 shampoos, 3 conditioners, 6 ionic bonding sprays to go home with, 4 bristle brush, applicator comb, glasses, bowls, 2 smoothing serums. So you have enough product to send your clients home with.